welcome to the channel. We are here with a Midpoint banner summoning session, and our goal is very simple. We just want one Ascendant Florina. We don't even want merges on her actually, because we want an HP Bane for some Wings of Mercy shenanigans. Well, reverse Wings of Mercy shenanigans. So that is our goal for tonight. So we'll be focusing mostly colorless. I don't really have a lot of orbs, so I'm probably just going to just summon whatever, and then if I get the spark, cool. If I get Florina early, I'll probably just call it quits there as well. So we'll see how this goes. Now, I don't have much to talk about. If you want to see my reaction to the banner, I did put up a video where I talked about it. But the only real unit I'm really interested in is Florina, because she has the reverse Wings of Mercy, and because she is from a leap, right? So that means that she can get the bonus from Harmonic Roy, which I think matters. I'm not sure yet, but maybe it will come together and we can have some cool like Summoner Duels team. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Do we pull reds? It's like more orb efficient, but I don't really care about Kent. I like Kent and Sain as characters, but okay, sure, why not? It's ghetto legendary Hector in a microwave. Don't get remixes, no refines eventually. So we'll see if she's any good. But to me, I'll always want to use legendary Hector over her. But other than that, like Sain seems pretty interesting with his like extra action off of rallies. I'm sure there's gonna be some hijinks there. Maybe he'll be able to be used in defense or something like that. And then I'm not really big on Letizia. I don't think Letizia is very good, if I'm being completely honest. She's gonna hit hard. Don't get me wrong. Like she'll do damage for sure, but she doesn't have like really much, right? She has a guaranteed follow-up attack, but she has really low speed. So she's going to struggle to actually get that guaranteed follow-up attack against anyone who could deny it or has NFU. She does like -9 all stats, which is a lot. Like she has like really big stat swings. Like she's really tanky, but she doesn't have like effects. Like Dual Lift, I should say, is very tanky, but he also has like he has the half the damage reduction, and he also has the Fatal Smoke on his C slot. I guess that's, anyone could have that. But anyways, the point is like that's what makes him so good in my opinion. It lets him like really penetrate damage reduction. With her, it's just like stats. Oh my god, it's Sain. I wasn't really paying attention. Didn't notice. I'm a bit tired, so I was definitely not paying attention. Minus speed, of course. Sain is finally in the game. I can't believe it's been 5 years before we got Sain. I thought he'd be in like year 1 for sure. But that's really cool. So awesome. We probably shouldn't keep something blue, but whatever. We'll keep doing it for. Does he have good fodder? What does he have? I don't think he does actually, right? He has like speed, defense, something. I can't think. Speed, defense, catch. That's it. Flow Refresh. Flow Refresh is like decent, pretty good. And then a rally up. I don't think I'd really fodder him though. We'll do the 3 here, just because it's 3. But I don't really want to summon too many reds. Anyway, there's not much more to talk about the banner. If you want to go check out my reaction, go check that out. I go into much more detail there. So let's go ahead and do some questions, because I still have a lot backed up from probably like months ago, to be honest. So the first question is going to be from Taxco6942. And they want to know, as a question for the next summoning session, have you started that podcast you mentioned during your summoning session for the Hero Rises banner? So yeah, this is probably a pretty old question. So we did do the podcast. We have, I think we recorded like 5 or 6 episodes at least. But my friend who's in charge of the podcast, who's doing all the editing and stuff, had some real life stuff come up, and he's been dealing with that. So I don't know what the plan is for that. I don't know if it's just going on the back burner for now. But it's like a pretty serious thing he has to deal with. So I'm just gonna let him deal with it, and whenever he's ready to do it again, I'm down pretty much. Because I don't really have time to pick up editing a podcast as well. I have so many videos I had to get out. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get it out eventually. Okay, let's go to the next question from Quinn Echelon. And they want to know, how's life? Also, have you checked out the Cruel King yet? I wish you luck with the summons. Life's been pretty good. Yeah, it's been pretty normal. I don't know, like nothing really special happening. I got a flat tire. I don't know. Nothing big. But thanks for asking. When it comes to the Cruel King, I have not checked it out yet because I don't really have time to play games at the moment, unfortunately. Pretty much the only thing I play is Fire Emblem Heroes, and then I do my Genshin dailies. I did the new area in Genshin too. But other than that, I'm pretty much like editing and scripting videos like whenever. All my other free time is all scripting and editing videos like pretty much every second. Like I was off for 2 days, and I'm pretty sure I put in 20 hours both days on editing and scripting. So unfortunately, I just haven't really had the time. I'm trying to get some videos out before 3 Hopes comes out, because once 3 Hopes comes out, I kind of want to like get some 3 Hopes videos going. So that's pretty much where all my attention is. So eventually, I hope I get to play it, but I also do need to play Genealogy of the Holy War. So it is on my list. It's just not very. It's below a few games because I have Genealogy of the Holy War, I have 3 Hopes, and I also have Monster Hunter Sunbreak coming out. So there's a lot to do and not very much time, unfortunately. But thanks for the question. I'll definitely get to, it. Definitely looks cool though. I did like the art and the concept a lot. Okay, our next question is going to be from Darius Rodriguez. I really like your collab content and the scripted stuff. Got anything to tease that's in the works or anything you'd like to make? Okay, so I do. At the moment, before the FEH channel, I was working on 2 favorite reports at the same time because I'm stupid and I don't know why I like to torture myself. That's what I was doing. So I was working on the History of the Meta video for book 5, which is going to cover like the saves coming out, duolith, all that kind of stuff. The crazy meta, right? That one's in the works. It's been in the works for a long time. It's very, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like just writing the script. The script is like 25 pages. I had to like keep cutting it down because it was just too long. And then recording's done, but the editing is not done by any means. So that's in the works. I'm hoping I can get that out in a month, maybe. That'd be cool. I don't know when. I don't want to say a deadline because I'm not really sure when that will come out. Because I have another favorite report I've been working on, and that one should be out within the next week, I'd say, maybe. Hopefully. All the recording is done. It's just in editing right now, so that shouldn't be too bad. But then we got the FEH channel, and the FEH channel threw like kind of a wrench in my plans. So I had to make a few videos there, and I did a nice little showcase. And then I also did another FEH report, a completely different FEH report that will be coming out either Thursday or Friday. That is already recorded. It just needs to be edited. So that will come out then. So we have a lot coming out from the channel, a lot of content coming out, and a lot of it is scripted or like discussion videos. So I hope you all look forward to that. It should be a lot of fun, and hopefully I can get them all out pretty soon. My goal is to have everything out before 3 Hopes comes out. So that's like June 24th, except for the History of the Meta. That will probably come out after because it's a ton of work. It's like a lot of work. No colorless. Guess we'll do green here. But yeah, lots coming for the channel, definitely. The next question is from S Gamer Bro, and they want to know: do you think that my summoner should be playable in other game modes, and should they have other movement types? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But I'm not really sure if they could make them playable, right? Because they're pretty much like a unit who can do anything. And so they kind of step on other units' toes, other than their preference weapon, I guess. So they couldn't be in any competitive modes, but they could be in events like Roker Sieges or Grand Conquest or something like that. So that could be a pretty interesting way to expand on the summoner outside of Mjolnir Strikes. Let's do the greens. And I think that, like, when it comes to new movement types, I think they should absolutely do that. There's no reason why they couldn't, I guess, other than having to make the models for it. But I think it'd be really cool to be able to be like a flyer or like a cavalry. When it comes to armors, I'm not really sure if they'd change anything, if they just changed the movement from 2 to 1. But yeah, I would like to see, they kind of underutilize it, so I would like to see them updated a bit and get some more stuff going with it. No luck here. So we got Sain. Sain wasn't bad, but I would really like Florina. we're so close to the spark now. I don't know if I'd stop or not. I don't really want to summon all these reds because Kent is going to be in the permanent pool, so I'll probably just pick him up eventually. I'm not like in any hurry to get him, to be honest. I'm more of a fan of Guy than I am Kent, and we're getting Guy for free, so I don't really have to worry about that. Luckily. Okay. Oh wait, no. Yeah, actually, let's just go back. We are not being more efficient at all. I lied. Ooh, there we go. Some colorless. Okay, so our next question is going to be from NME. Hey Oblivion, are there any things that you learned about Fae months or years later that you wish you knew a long time ago? Maybe a hidden game mechanic or some funny quirk. Love your content, man. Good luck on the summons. Thank you very much. So Fae was my first gacha, right? I had heard of gachas, but I'd never played them before, and I really didn't have much interest in them because I don't like gambling. I hate gambling, which sounds funny coming from a whale, but it is what it is. I don't enjoy the gambling part. I just want the units I want. But I didn't understand like how alts work. I didn't know that units got alts, like they got summer versions or whatever. So I ended up rolling for a lot of characters in year one because I thought that was like the only version. Hey, Elise, nice. Because I thought that was the only version in the game that they would get. So like, when Ike came out, I knew that there would be like normal Ike and then then Radiant Dawn Ike probably. But I figured like they would be really unique or something. So I was like, okay, I can roll on this Ike, and then when Radiant Dawn Ike, I'll roll for that. Or like when Lyn came out, I was like, okay, this is Sword Lyn, so there will never be another Sword Lyn. I just kind of like underestimated how many alts would be in the game, or like how relevant units would stay, I guess is another way to put it. And so I spent a lot of orbs the first year on stuff that I probably didn't need to spend on. Like, that just didn't really matter. So if anything, I would like to know that. If I knew that, I could have saved like a good 1,000 orbs probably the first year and had used them on like better projects. Oh, nice. Nice, good idea. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I wish I knew when I started the game. Like, if I just had a better understanding of that system, it would have done wonders for sure. Like, it would have helped a lot. Okay, next question is from Brave Blitz, and they want to know your favorite Fates Royal. Favorite Fates Royal? I'm going to go with Ryoma, because he's voiced by Matt Mercer, I believe. And while I'm not a big voice acting person, I don't really know very many voice actors, if I'm being completely honest. I love Matt Mercer. I love Matt Mercer a lot. And that's mostly because he does a show called Critical Role on Twitch, which is a Dungeons and Dragons live stream show. And I'm a Dungeons Master myself. I don't do Dungeons and Dragons, but I do my own version of Dungeons and Dragons essentially. So I'm very much into that, and I've been watching Critical Role like since the beginning, pretty much. Like, I think I came in on like episode 12 or something of the first season. And I haven't watched the newest season though. But I'm a really big fan of him, so I'll go with Ryoma because Matt Mercer's a king. Okay, our next question is going to be from GavOut15, and they have a very interesting question. Which is the worst to go, Astra or Vengeance? That's an interesting one. I think I have to go with Vengeance, right? Because there's like almost no units who can make good use of Vengeance at all. Like, it's very niche. The only one I can really think of is like when Stealth used to run the Miracle build, you could run Vengeance on him in Ether Raids, and it could like do pretty good. But other than that, it doesn't really do much, right? But Astra, while it's not amazing either, there are some like weird situations where it's actually really good. And it's also used for like the showcase videos, right? Like, whenever you want to get like the biggest hit in Fire Emblem Heroes ever, you use Astra. So I'll go with Astra for sure. Yeah, I think Astra just, I don't know if it's better, but it's cooler. Let's go with that. It's cooler. I think we actually have enough orbs. Nice. Okay, so our next question is going to be from Bob Wanders. Oh, wow, nice. We got to do. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know if I don't really need more near save fodder though, but I do like to do as a character a lot. Plus attack minus speed. That's a really good IV. He has like what? Near save and sturdy stance 3. I don't think I'll merge him. But I'll just keep him. I don't know. But yeah, our next question is from Bob Wanders, and they want to know, with the work Work in progress. I can talk. Face Mogan. What do you think will be the most important to ensure a fair and fun Summoner Duels experience? Map rotation, all units available to all players, banning, etc. Also, do you think there will be other Summoner Duel modes like Summoner Duels S or bigger maps with more troops? It's like a 10v10 or a 5v5. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. So in an ideal world, we can make our own Pokemon Showdown-esque emulator with all the characters and all the skills available. Oh, we got Kent. Nice. That's actually a cool pickup right at the end. So we'll have him for I don't know what, but we'll get some cap flowers off him. Plus attack, good IV. And then we'll back out here. But yeah, we would have all skills and characters available. And in all honesty, I don't think it's like plausible though. Like, first, I don't have the skills necessary to make it, right? I can't make my own Pokemon Showdown. I don't have coding experience that much. My coding experience is like 10 years old, and I just don't know enough about it to actually make that myself. Second of all, intelligent systems would take it down, I think, like immediately, because it would affect their profits, right? Like, because it is a gacha, unlike Pokemon, it would affect their profits, that people could just like play the game essentially without having to roll for those characters and skills. So with that in mind, I think the best thing we can do is like create a fair, fun experience is to create rules that like lower the overall power level of the format. This means things like limiting Kanto units, duo units, removing merges and summoner supports, right? All those things that like make it so that whales have like a big advantage over other players. I think removing some of that stuff will help a ton. The other thing I think is like making sure units are in the correct tier so that you're fighting like units of similar power levels against each other. And by doing that, it hopefully will make it so that it makes it so that every unit has some place they can play somewhat competitively, right? Nothing can be like perfect, but because, you know, meta will happen and there will always be dominant units in every tier to an extent. But even so, I think that can help a lot. So I think like the important thing is like regulating tiers and ensuring people are able to play at the power level they really want to, which is easy said, but very difficult to pull off. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Okay, let's go in. We're going to Spark. We are picking up Florina here for sure. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get her early and save any orbs, but we will pick her up. And I think we have to use Trait Fruit on her, and we need to make her minus HP and plus speed. And what that will allow us to do is use Fury 4 in the A slot and Fury 3 in the Steel slot, and it will make her so that she's instantly, oh not instantly, after one combat, she will be below or equal to 60% HP, which means that she can act as a reverse Wings of Mercy beacon. Like right here, yeah, so like the cool thing is that her Wings of Mercy reverse beacon isn't 50% HP, it's 60%, so she can actually hit that. So we actually don't want merges on Florina at all, and we have to change her IVs. But we might be able to do some fun like Gale Force shenanigans, essentially with her acting as the beacon. So I'm very interested in that. I'm also interested to see how she will work out in Summoner Duels, possibly with like an Alib team, like maybe like Brave Hector, her, Roy, and somebody else. Some dancers probably. Let's grab this too. Infantry flowers. That's how you know you're a whale. You get dragon flowers instead of like a form of soul. Anyways, this banner was pretty decent. I wouldn't say it was amazing by any means, but we did get Sain, we did get Kent, and we got Florina from the Spark. So overall, decent, not amazing, pretty good. I'm glad I didn't have to buy any orbs. That's nice. That's always a positive in my book. Now, I love to hear how everyone else's summons went. I don't know if you did summon on this banner. Honestly, I think this banner is pretty easy to skip if you aren't interested in Florina herself, because I feel like she's the only like crazy unit on the banner or like anything really tempting to pull. So if you did pull, I'd love to hear how their summons went. And if you didn't pull, I'd love to hear what you were saving for. If you were saving for the summer units, 3 Hopes units, CYL, which is just around the corner nowadays, or something completely else. Also, I'd love to hear what people think of Asker and Embla. They are very interesting. Oh, and the Ascendant or Legendary Veronica, because I'm a very big fan of her. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and keeps the content coming out. This has been Oblivion, and I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.